After a long absence from Test match rugby, the Springboks resumed their rightful place amongst the rugby-playing nations back in 1992. Since that time, the Springboks have gone on to win the World Cup on 3 occasions. But which schools have produced the most Springboks since 1992? Here are the 10 schools who have produced a total of 106 Springbok rugby players since readmission in 1992. At position number 9, we have 2 schools. Waterkloof have produced a total of 6 Springboks since 1992. The first of these 6 internationals was Dani van Schalkwyk. Van Schalkwyk played in 8 test matches, making his debut at the age of 21 when he came off the bench against Fiji to earn his first test cap on the 2nd of July 1996. During his test career, the inside centre scored 2 tries, including a try against New Zealand. The latest Springbok to have been produced by Waterkloof is Roos Janse van Rensburg, who played in just a single test match in November 2016. Waterkloof also have produced 1 World Cup winner in the form of Faf de Klerk, who made his debut for the Springboks in June 2016 and won the World Cup in 2019. Tied in the 9th position is Dale College. Since 1992, they too have produced 6 Springbok rugby players. Obani Bobo is the first of these Springboks to hail from Dale College, playing in 6 test matches with his debut coming against Scotland in 2003. Bobo also attended Rondebosch Boys High and could be claimed by both schools. The latest Springbok from Dale College is Aphelile Fassi. The winger made his debut against Georgia in July 2021, scoring a try. Fassi impressed as a schoolboy at Dale College with his electric pace and found himself on the score sheet regularly. Slotting in at 8th position for the schools that have produced the most Springboks since 1992 is Paarl Boys High, who have contributed a total of 7 players to the cause. The first amongst these was Corne Krige, who went on to captain the Springboks. Krige played 39 tests, scoring 2 tries in his career, which began with his debut match against Italy in June 1999. The latest Springbok produced by Paarl Boys High is Ivan Roos, the 8th man making his debut on the 9th of July 2022 against Wales. Boys High also have 2 World Cup winners in their ranks, in the form of Thomas du Toit and Frans Malherbe, who both lifted the William Webb Ellis Trophy in 2019. There are 4 schools that are tied for the 4th spot for the most amount of Springboks produced since 1992, all of them with a total of 8 players. Monument is the first of these schools. Their first Springbok since 1992 was the inside centre Brendan Venter, who played in a total of 17 test matches, scoring 2 tries. Venter made his debut in June 1994, just in time to get selected for the World Cup winning squad of 1995. The latest Springbok to have come from Monument is the tight head prop Ruan Dreyer, who played in 4 test matches, all played in 2017. Maritzburg College is also tied in 4th position with a total of 8 Springboks. The first of these players was Jeremy Thompson, who, although never playing a test match, he was selected in the Springbok squad to tour Argentina and Europe. He played 4 tour matches for the Springboks, scoring 1 try. Intituku Machunu is the latest Maritzburg College Springbok, when the prop forward made his debut off the bench against Wales in July 2022. Maritzburg College can lay claim to 3 World Cup winners in the form of Jesse Creel, Butch James, and perhaps the most memorable of all, Joel Stransky, who slotted the winning drop goal in the 1995 World Cup. Bishops also have been able to produce 8 Springboks since 1992, with their first being Guy Kebbel, playing in just 4 test matches as a loosehead prop. Kebbel made his debut in November 1993 against Argentina. The latest player to wear the green and gold from Bishops is Dylan Leds, who debuted against France in June 2017, going on to play in 10 test matches for the Springboks. Uffies are also tied in 4th position with 8 Springbok players to have come from their ranks since 1992. The first of these was Grant Esterhuizen, who played in 7 tests which began in July 2000 against the All Blacks. Nico Janse van Rensburg has been the latest Springbok to come out of Uffies, making his debut in August 2021 when he came off the bench in the win over Argentina. Like Maritzburg College, Uffies can boast 3 World Cup winners, which include scrum half Paarl Gymnasium, who was one of the stars of the 2007 World Cup, Wynand Olivier, who played in the same 2007 team, and Archie Snyman, who won the World Cup with the Springboks in 2019, which included a try against Italy, who just as he was here in his school days for Uffies, unstoppable from 10 meters out. Moving into the top 3 schools to have produced the most Springboks since 1992, we have Paarl Gym in 3rd position. 11 Springboks have learnt their trade at PRG. The first amongst these is the long-haired Caboose van der Westhuizen. Van der Westhuizen never played a test match, but he was part of 2 Springbok touring parties to New Zealand and Britain, where he played in 11 tour matches for the Springboks. Herschel Jantjies is the latest Springbok to hail from Paarl Gym when he made his debut in July 2019 against Australia, which included 2 tries in his first match in the green and gold. Jantjies is one of 4 World Cup winners that Paarl Roos have produced when he was part of the winning Springbok team in 2019, along with Steven Kitsoff, Willie Leroux and Skulk Brits. At number 2 for the schools that have produced the most Springboks since 1992, we have Paarl Gymnasium, who have produced a mammoth 15 Springboks. Barley Swart was the first of these 15 players when he made his debut at the age of 29 against Australia in July 1993. Swart would go on to play in 16 test matches, which included lifting the World Cup in 1995. The newest Springbok to hail from Paarl Gym is Grant Williams, who got his first cap in July 2022 when the Springboks played against Wales. Barley Swart, Kobus Visser, Jean de Villiers, Skulk Burger and Andre Pollard make up the 5 players that Paarl Gym have produced to win the World Cup. And at the pinnacle of the schools to have produced the most Springboks since 1992, we have none other than Grey College with a massive 29 players. Johan Steiger is the first on this long list of post-1992 Springboks produced by Grey College. Steiger made his debut for the Springboks in August 1992 against New Zealand. Playing in 7 test matches, Steiger was on the losing side on 6 occasions, but did taste his first and only Springbok win against France. The latest Springbok to hail from Grey College is Francois Venter, who also played in 7 test matches, making his debut in November 2016 against England. Grey College have produced a record 8 World Cup winners: Kobus Reinach, Francois Steyn, Jannie and Bismarck du Plessis, Ruan Pienaar, CJ van der Linde, Naka Drosky and Ruben Kruger. Those are the 10 schools that have produced the most Springboks since 1992. Honorable mentions go to Grey High School, HTS Louis Botha and Kearsney College, who have all produced 4 Springboks apiece. If you enjoyed this video, why not consider subscribing? Give us a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment. We would love to hear your thoughts.